Hey, yo, this is a new episode of the All Time Podcast. Listen to these guys, they're awesome.
The Rap ESPN is back for another review. The all-time podcast is here. I am your host, the Ayatollah of Hip Hop, your visionary and your revolutionary. My co-host this evening in the red hoodie.
Hey, yo, it's Milenko, quarterback for no, I don't know. You're right. You know when they say that shit, it's so funny.
Quarterback one, QB1.
QB1, Florida State. I will probably go to Florida because it's nice over there. Nice the weather, you know. Yeah. The I'm back. What's up?
The greatest French Canadian since
the best French Canadian accent.
It shows I listen to you when you talk.
Yeah,
since who?
Since Claude Lemieux. Claude Lemieux had a big Canadian accent.
And my other co-host,
Clement, no university.
No.
What's up, everyone? It's the greatest there is, the greatest there was, the greatest there ever will be. Derek all time.
Everyone's in a good mood. I see. Malenko.
Oui.
Question.
Oui.
Have you left your house yet?
No. I've been just in front of my computer back to back hours and hours.
So, for all the people that tune in weekly, new listeners, all that jazz, first and foremost, we appreciate you for the time that you give to the podcast. I just want to let everybody know that when I hired Malenko for the podcast, he signed a contract that everything was for free. Once in a blue moon, I do buy him a gift, a CD, a beer, some chicken wings, a meal. I pay him a ticket. But he wasn't allowed to have friends, nor is he allowed to have a life. The only thing he's allowed to do on his spare time, besides going to work, is edit and send me all videos so that we could upload them. Me and Derek basically just show up, talk smack, and Malenko does all the other legwork. Wrong or right?
Pretty right. Yep, pretty right. And I learned to edit in the last 2 years as a millennial, and I suck. But
hold on a second. You don't
better.
Suck because the work you've been giving us and the quality of videos you've been giving us.
It's okay though.
No.
Relax.
No. You learning on your own and doing it because you're a very meticulous human being. Don't forget, we work together. You're very meticulous.
Yeah.
And you want things done like a perfectionist. Do you always give perfectionists work when we work together? No, but you care about the product that people are seeing and you care about the experience and all that stuff. So you know what? You've been fucking doing a really good job.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to the people. I'm getting a new camera. Trust me.
Yeah, you see, so he gets lazy on the camera side, the way he dresses, always moving his desk back and forth.
Yeah.
But everything else, though, is prime.
The chair stays at the same place.
Exactly. We're the Rap ESPN. Shouts out to Mondo Slade.
Yeah, thank you.
So, boys, we are here for another review. And this evening, to all our underground fans, to all the people that tune in for the underground reviews, I am flipping it on everybody. This evening, we are going to be giving you our thoughts, our review on the new Baby Keem record called Casino, coming in at 11 tracks, 37 minutes. Usually, the two other people that are on this podcast with me, we never have a conversation during the week about records. Okay? Derek, as everybody knows, is kind of new to hip-hop. Let's be honest, right? Yep. So every time we throw you a record, throw you an album, we don't know what we're going to get. Malenko, I've known him since 2017. I kind of almost know what his reaction is going to be. But I am intrigued. I am excited to jump into this record.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Baby Keem, as everybody knows, and I'm obviously going to say
Baby Keem.
Yep. His last record was the Melodic Blue. that came out in 2022, right? Is it 2022?
No, earlier than that. I think it's 2021.
There was deluxe versions and all that stuff that came out. Yeah, 2021. You're absolutely right, Moink. 2021. That's a record that there was really good songs on it. There was an incredible track with Kendrick Lamar, Family Ties. That is probably Malenko. I texted you and I said one of Kendrick's best verses.
I think that is probably one of like the 2020s best rap songs done. Like I think they knock it off the park. I don't expect Baby Keem doing something bigger than that ever.
No, the magnitude of that track for Kendrick to be able to play that song at his shows, and he was a featuring on that song, and for how the crowd reacts when he plays it, and Baby Keem is not even present, it's beyond light years from this universe. Mm-hmm. But that record, the Melodic Blue, I didn't love. I enjoyed. There was a lot of songs that I would remove from it, even featurings. Family Ties was amazing. Now, I don't usually press play on something on a second album or a third album from somebody I'm not super hyped up about. But Baby Keem, seeing that it was 11 tracks, seeing that it wasn't long, I pressed play. And I'm going to start off this evening with something different. I'm not going to go into the tracks. I'm not going to go into anything. I'm just going to give you my first thoughts on the first listen. We're in about a week and a bit more with this record. And I'm telling you, on my first listen, I was impressed. I was really impressed. Because if I'm putting it up against his earlier project, these are two different sounding albums. I feel like the human being in Baby Keem matured. He is way more comfortable in the pocket. He is way more comfortable as an artist. He is way more comfortable as a rapper. He is way more comfortable on hooks. He is way more comfortable completing a body of work like this. Mm-hmm. And this is something that I have been going back to daily, 2 times a day, 3 times a day, that I'm enjoying. I'm not going to tell you that this record is amazing, that I'm giving it a 10 on 10. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you're taking me away from listening to what I'm used to listening. This is refreshing. This is somebody as an artist that is playing with different sounds, playing with different vocal tones, playing with different hooks, singing, rapping, using melodies within his tracks, really going above and beyond as an artist. It makes me interested. It makes me want to go in more and more and discover what the record is. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to ask both of you. Start off with Malenko. Your first listen on this. Your thoughts.
It was probably around like 7:20 in the morning when I first listened to this, and I was hyped. The first time I listened to it twice in a row. And definitely enjoyable album. I enjoy the energy on this. Baby Keem, after all those years, came out with a small little rollout. He put out a couple documentaries, short mini documentaries on YouTube, explaining the family, the name. So yeah, I was expecting to come way later on the year. It's here. He's Baby Keem, and I enjoyed it. I don't know what to say more. I think it's quality, mainstream music. There's flavor for everyone on here, and he did what he had to do. What about you, Derek?
Outside looking in.
I brought a point last episode. The last few episodes, I've been bringing a point. Performance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is this a masterpiece? No. Is this the most interesting record lyrically? No. Is it the most well-produced album? No, all of those, they're all good. All of those qualities are there. But what stands out for me on this album is the performance. Baby Keem on this performed. You could tell from the inflections and the way he was rapping and what he was saying. He put on a performance. Listening to this kind of felt like a remastered kind of live show. It was a performance, and that performance alone was enough for me to listen through this whole thing with anticipation. Like the first song came on, No Security. Then as soon as it was over, I was like, oh, that's the type of performance we're going to get. I can't wait to see the rest. And he did that every single song until it was done. And to Malenko's point, once the album was done, I played that sucker right back from the beginning. And
Yeah.
that performance was still there. And I've been saying this for a long time. If you are performing, and you're hungry, and I could sense that hunger, and I could sense that like physically when you're in the booth and you're in the studio, I could sense that you're putting on a performance even there. Like I could kind of like hear the body language behind it. Hook, line, and sinker. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. I felt like I often feel like that's what's missing from the underground rap. It's that hunger, that passion, that performance aspect of it. And on this, there is no shortage of that whatsoever. His personality comes through on every single track, from the more high energy ones to the lower energy ones. It's for that alone, this album was fantastic.
Yeah,
Wow.
I agree with that 110%.
I love both your point of views. I want to jump into tracks. I want to jump into standout tracks because there's a lot in terms of just the structure of the album. We're
Yeah.
opening up the album with No Security. I was not expecting a song like No Security. It's a beautiful intro of pain, right? It really sets off the mood of what we're gonna get, right? And not knowing Baby Keem that deep, not knowing Baby Keem, who he is and where he comes from and what his struggle was and how he grew up, really set the standard for me. Like just even the beat on there just really gave me chills. It gave me more interest. It made me want to continue the album. He really did an amazing job at just setting the standard of what we will get throughout the album. Then we jump into Casino with the casino slot machine at the beginning of the track, and Casino being Las Vegas, being where Baby Keem is from. That's being his story, growing up in Las Vegas, growing up in that type of atmosphere. Just really kind of gave me a balance with the first two tracks. Again, interest. Yes, Casino is more of the commercial
That
side.
beat is fired with the little voice with the kids. It's so like such a genius. Like he knows how to make beats and to make him hook, like something we hook on. You know, something catchy on. Like,
But he's
and
grown
performance.
and he's grown as an artist on that. Then we get into Birds and the Bees, and this blew me away.
Crazy song.
Blew me away. I love the intro and just that voice loop. We talk about the underground hip hop a lot. We talk about the abyss hip hop. We talk about that using voice loops. I wasn't expecting something like that on here. You know what? Like it really threw me off guard. But again, made me realize, wow, this dude has really come into his shell. This dude has really come into his artistry. He knows how to put a track together. He knows how to structure a song. And then we get into Good Flirts featuring Kendrick Lamar and Momo Boyd. Like, how an incredible song that is. And how Baby Keem flows perfectly on that, whether it's with the singing or whether it's with just his flow. And then we got Kendrick on there, and let's be honest with each other. Kendrick using the numerous amounts of flows and vocal tones that he has just fit perfectly on there. I want to know your thoughts on that track specifically, because if I'm not mistaken, this was a snippet before the album came out. So I was intrigued on.
I didn't hear the snippet, but I mean, I think is the chemistry in between the two. Probably he gave that spot to Kendrick, and he said, "Do whatever you want for how long you want." You know, um, they're cousins, so there is that chemistry there. And the Hillbillies, every time they do songs together, is crazy good. That single that they released a couple years ago, Hillbillies, love that song. But everything on that song is intriguing. The hook stays on your mind. The beat is good.
Catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Derek?
Yeah, it's a banger. It's a banger. Anytime Kendrick features on a track, automatically, you're going to pay more attention to it. You're going to listen. Listening to this for me, I sort of put it like I put it in headphones, but I have the Spotify mini player at the bottom, which all I could see is kind of like the album cover and the name of the song, but I can't see the artist or the features. So whenever Kendrick came on, like I wasn't surprised. It's something I was expecting, not having looked at it. But yeah, it's just really good. And I think for me, Baby Keem kind of reminds me, maybe on that track specifically, because I feel like him and Kendrick are kind of similar. Yeah. But Baby Keem, in a lot of ways, kind of reminds me, maybe it's his tone, kind of reminds me a little bit of Jid.
Yeah, a bit, yes.
A little bit.
He uses the tone influential, like he breaks in his voice, and he uses the breaking, like he keeps it.
And he has that all kilter flow. He does that a little bit too. The vocal tone is very similar, and once again, the performance aspect of it. They're two artists that perform. That when you listen to them on an album, they perform.
It's a performance.
It's a performance, and for me, at this time, that I feel like that's what I needed. And Steven mentioned all the songs that came before it. Like, there's not a song on there for me that was jarring to listen to or that really took me out of the beat. I think the pacing up until this point is absolutely fantastic, and for the rest of the record. But Good Flirt's just that track that, I don't know how to put it. It's that song that I know is probably going to be the more popular one because Kendrick is on there. But like Steven mentioned, Casino is very much a mainstream, well-produced, high-profile song. And it's an interesting album because I feel like I could give this to almost anyone. And I think there's something for everyone on there. There's something for the Kendrick fan that want to hear him. There's something in terms of the really catchy car ride kind of heavy beat. And then you have other tracks that we're gonna get to further down on the album that are maybe a little bit more introspective, a little bit softer, a little bit quieter. Like, this album's got everything. And for me, Good Flirts is just, it just showcases that, especially in its placement. Like, not putting it first, not putting it last, but right in the middle is a perfect spot because it doesn't take anything away from all the other songs that come before it and come after it either. It's just a good placement for it.
Can we get into House Money since it kind of really falls in?
Yeah. Well, I just want to say the last thing, the Kendrick Lamar verse on the line about the "I gossip with my bitch like I'm Young Thug too," crack me up. I don't know if Derek, the backup of that line, but
I absolutely don't.
No, because Young Thug, when he was in prison, he a voice call got leaked about him talking to a girl, and he was dissing Kendrick Lamar. He was like gossip. So when he said, "I gossip with my bitch like I'm Young Thug," like, come on, dog. That was funny. Does he have an album, Young Thug, that is Gossip Girls? No,
I have no idea.
No, beautiful. Yeah, I think it is.
I haven't listened to Young Thug since the Jeffrey album. That's a very long time ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
House Money, that trap beat that's used on here, and how eloquently Kendrick makes his way onto that track.
Walking to the party, I don't know, like, it's, again, the sequencing, you guys talked about it, but to Good Flirts, to House Money, fuck, we're still going.
Yeah. Is it that song that has the Denzel Curry ad-libs?
Yeah.
Shouts out to Denzel Curry. I love that fucking song that he did with Knocked Loose. Is it Knocked Loose?
Yeah. It's so good.
Fuck.
Good.
It's so, I sent it to you guys like 2 weeks ago.
Really,
and it's so good.
Really good.
I am not a lyricist.
Love that
Okay,
track.
Steven, what? Say it, Steven. I know you're gonna say it. What's the first thing you thought when I heard you heard that song?
Section 80.
It's Section 80. Thank you. Section 80. That's Section 80, Kendrick Lamar.
Well, you also kind of have that voice
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same person that did.
and that's fine. It's just the influence that this album has in
It's
terms
just
of
like
storytelling.
it gave me the chills, that song.
Yep.
It gave me the chills because the section is like the beat is Section 80, the way he tell the story, the narration at the end, like everything makes a young Kendrick Section 80 album. Everything. Like that would have been a Kendrick song. Like Section 80 came out in what year? 2013?
No,
2011?
2010 or 11.
10?
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
those two.
So yeah, one of like perfect.
But it literally gives us like the storytelling on here. And I wrote that the beat is so simple, but it's perfect storytelling with on there. And it's another, you get like another mindset. You get another Baby Keem type of character on there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then we get into fucking Sex Appeal featuring Too Short. Yo, let's be honest with each other. That beat
Sick.
is incredible.
When
That's
I heard dude, when the beat started and I recognized, because I recognized Too Short voice right away. Up all night, baby. I went like, oh no, please give him a verse. I was like, please give him a verse.
Yeah,
That's all I wanted.
yeah, and just the beat is very hyphy. San Francisco, Oakland, E40, Too Short.
Oh yeah, that
bass, type of
yeah.
beat. And let's be honest with each other. Baby Keem fucking destroyed that. He made that fucking just incredible. That could be an anthem any day of the week. And Too Short, let's be honest with each other. Too Short is not the greatest lyricist, but when Too Short appears on a track, the dude could say 3 words, and it's those 3 words are like a billion words of just pure awesomeness. And like, if it gets you up out of your seat and gets you dancing, it gets you involved, and it cuts the album. You mentioned Good Flirts at kind of almost the middle, but like Sex Appeal is like that ground of like, okay, what are we getting after this? And we get into Highway 95 Part 2. More intellectual storytelling, more emotion, more pain.
And what reminded you that song? What did it reminded you? An album?
Oh, that fucker reminded me of Good Kid, Mad City.
No, you were close. That was not my answer. That's a LP. That's a like Eminem song.
Yes, but it kind of
like
reminds
Marshall Mathers LP.
100. You know what? Now that you say, I agree 100%. But Highway 95 kind of gave me that "Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst."
Yes, as well.
But the Kendrick influence in here, the Section 80, the early 2000s. It's like the Baby Keem that we didn't know exists on a song like that or on the album that we're listening to.
And I think a lot of it, like Malenko said, they're cousins. You know, it's one of those things of competition just makes you better. And especially if it's competition within your own family, you approach it with reverence and passion, but also you approach it with like a kind of like hunger of trying to outdo a sibling. And there's no greater competition than amongst family members. And it's not unhealthy. It's just a hunger to be like, I did it. I caught you, you know? And I think, am I saying that this competes with projects from Kendrick? It's not what I'm saying, but it's enjoyable. And he sure tried, and he sure did his best on this to channel that kind of sound, to channel that energy, to channel that sort of nostalgic feeling that we feel whenever we revisit those Kendrick albums. And I think this album is, in a lot of ways, it kind of all feels a little bit like a like a compilation slash like greatest hits kind of thing, because you get sounds from different kind of like albums through like history through the last few years, and they always bring you to like something. Like you guys said, you listen to Highway 95 Part 2 and you get the Marshall Mathers LP, you get the Good Kid Maxi, you get like those kind of sounds left, right, and center, and they're all like the best versions of the tracks on those albums, on those records. So that's why like it did. I don't think there's a miss on this record per se, because he taps into that only the good thing of those albums that probably inspired him as he was growing up. And I think that that needs to be mentioned, because I think from the top to the bottom, like it's fun to listen to all of this.
He did a lot for me that I've been listening to Baby Keem a little bit more than you guys. Um, he took a lot of what he did in the past. It's like a collage of all his best stuff, I feel, put on this.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has songs from the melodic blue that gives that vibe from Die for My Bitch with the Sucker Suckers freestyle. Like he gives a little bit of all stuff he did before, but he kind of did it concisely in one album, short form, because usually melodic blue was kind of long. So yeah.
Circus freestyle. I don't really have anything to say on here. I understand the track. I get why it's there. It's not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite. But again, it's still enjoyable. It's still enjoyable.
The beat switch at the switch at the end with his voice switching up and the flow like going everywhere. It's crazy. Like he changed his voice on it. No, I enjoy that.
Yeah. That's probably the highlight of the track itself, but like it's not something that it's a standout to me. Now, if we're gonna talk about standout, and we're gonna talk about Malenko saying Steven, there's you kind of mentioned this to me, and you're like, yeah, there's a song on there. I don't know what you're gonna say. I don't know how you're gonna feel. Dramatic Girl.
You like that song?
I love that song.
No way. That's fucking no way.
I love that song.
Derek,
I liked it.
I cannot take that song.
Really?
I didn't like it as much as other tracks, but I didn't dislike it. This song was not like, I didn't skip. I listened to this album maybe like 6-7 times, and I haven't skipped a single song on this track. Would I say that like I would have skipped that song? Probably. Like it doesn't make the album. It doesn't break the album. I don't mind it there. It works. I don't dislike it.
I love the singing on there. I love the commercial beat on there.
What the
I love the energy that the song brings.
What the fuck?
I love how this is just a song that you could press play and just enjoy. There's nothing wrong with this song.
The hook is wrong. What the hell? I don't like. We blind in the ocean.
I love that.
You like that?
I love that. It's okay. It's okay to be different sometimes and like different things. It's okay. Don't be scared.
Damn. It's so weird. It's such a weird song.
But is it weird that I like it?
Yeah, too. But I feel like, I don't know. It's funny. I put it on my playlist for the store. So like sometimes it plays in my store. And I still can't, like, it makes me smile, but I don't like it.
You don't want to dance to it?
No,
Malenko,
it sounds cheap. Cheap. It sounds like
Malenko, in your old age, you're changing drastically.
You don't dance to that, bro. What? No, it gives me like I don't know. It's like 2000 kind of like MGMT electric feel, like it could have been
exactly the nostalgia factor. You give this, if you play this album in your car and your girlfriend, your wife is there, that's going to be one of her favorite songs.
Yeah.
And it needs to be on there. It needs to be on there.
Malenko, you said it perfectly.
There's more than one way you should love me. No way. I need to find out an emotion.
This is
no way.
2007.
We drew blood in the ocean. Like the
I need a
Very
hip hop
fucking
producer
hook.
to please sample
But-
Malenko on a track.
but-
Please do
but
it.
that in look, I hate this song, but look, I remember the lyrics of the
Yeah,
hook
because it's catchy
it's
and
so
it sticks
catchy.
with you,
It's an
and
earworm.
and you're a fucking liar. You
We
love
drew
it.
blood. Every time I hear we drew
Malenko.
blood in the ocean, I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
I gotta
Like-
I gotta add. You said MGMT. MGMT is the pinnacle of that type of sound.
their
of
first
people-
album, because they
Of
went
people
like
doing drugs, of
after they
people
went
going
crazy,
to
but-
outdoor concerts, of people partying. That's what that song is. You fucking said it. MGMT. For the people on here that don't know who MGMT is, MGMT
They
ran
know.
2007, 8 to like 2010.
They know.
Like that song was on every playlist.
Yeah, they know, but like, yeah, that's the main. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Why? But
Because they can.
it made it to the album, and the placement is good. The
Yeah.
placement is good. Then
So
we go to
we-
the last song.
And we
no
close it out.
blame. No blame. No blame. No blame. No blame. No blame. A perfect
Wow.
outro of pure emotion, pure dramatic downfall, pure dramatic poetry, pure. It's almost like a letter to his mother. If not,
It is.
it is a love letter.
Yeah, it is.
It's a letter to his mother of an apologetic letter of telling her it is okay. I understand the reason
Yeah.
I grew up, the reason you were that way. Just again, like I wasn't there. I wasn't present for that stuff. I understood what happened throughout his music and throughout this album, but just a letter to his mom of explanation and understanding. And it was a beautiful way. Look, if you look at the way he started and the way he ended, it kind of ties into one another. Track 1 and track 11 ties into one another. It's a struggle, it's a pain, and hey, I understand the reason why this has happened and why I have had to go through this.
Yeah. It's a good way to end the album. I think it's a bit dark, but
I like it. I like
yeah.
darkness.
No. It's a great way to end the album, especially with the subject matter and the roundup story that he finishes on.
No security, no blame.
No, because he put a little bit of the, the darkness of how he grew up and how like kind of his family let him down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But just at the end to say, you know what, no blame to anyone.
Mhm.
It's a great way to end it. I think it wraps up the subject matter of the album.
Yep. Let's get into our final thoughts, Derek.
Listen, I thoroughly enjoyed this top to bottom. I spoke about this with my girlfriend before I got on of like I think she would enjoy this, and I enjoy it. It's an easy album to sort of put through. It's a great album for people who want a little bit of everything, and if they like me enjoy a lot of different type of hip hop. Like I enjoy as much mainstream as I enjoy a little bit more underground, as I enjoy more poetic stuff, as I also enjoy more bass heavy modern kind of stuff. This is a perfect album for that. There's times on this where he showcases great lyricism. There's times on this where he showcases just masterful flow, masterful cadence. There's times on this where you could tell he's just having fun with it and it's just made to be kind of like a banger. There's just the right amount of features that it doesn't detract from him as an artist. Like even though he has a feature by Kendrick on this, like I don't feel like Kendrick outshines him in any way, shape, or form. Kendrick is still Kendrick. Kendrick is still one of the greatest, if not the greatest, to do it. But I still very much feel like he lets him breathe and he lets him shine just enough on this. The performance of this is absolutely flawless from top to bottom. He has high energy when he needs to. He tones it down when he needs to. No skip. I also think for me, this is the ideal format. 11 songs, 37 minutes, right around the 3-minute mark, 3.5-minute mark for most of the songs. Like I said, it's just enough for me to have enjoyed, having gotten the vibe of the song and a little bit more. Because I did mention that on the previous episode that like the 215, 230 is just not enough to let a song breathe for me. And yeah, standout tracks, real quick. I'm gonna go with No Blame number one for me. Probably my favorite song on the album. Really enjoyed I'm Not a Lyricist. And Birds and the Bees. Really love those three tracks. Do we go right away with our notes, or we're gonna keep that?
No, go with your notes. I want to hear your note.
This is a 9. It's a 9. It's a 9. I really, really enjoyed this. I come from a place where a lot of the music that I listen to, the rock and the metal, is very produced. And even though it comes from an underground artist, it sounds modern and mainstream. Like it has a certain purity to that sound. And when we review a lot of underground hip hop, I sort of kind of get in a mold of like that more underground sound. And sometimes I need like a palate cleanser. And this to me was absolutely that. This is something I'm going to keep going back to for sure for the rest of the year.
Monica. I would say the same. I would say this is something I'm going to go back to through the year confidently. For sure to the rest of the year. For sure. There's one skip for me. That Dramatic Girl, no. It's a no. I'm probably going to hear it all year long because I put it on my playlist to listen to it. Sometimes I want to see people's reaction to that. I really want to see people's reaction if they show up to my store and how they react to that fucking song. Other than that, man, fuck. I had a score in my mind. And I feel the night that we reviewed everything is better than what I actually... Because there's only really one skip. Highlights for me, I mean, from Casino, from the first song to Dramatic Girl. I think there's no skip. So, listen. Casino is my favorite song here. Good Flirts. House Money. Sex Appeal.
Oh, shit.
So, I'm going to give it a 8.5. That's a full point bigger than what I was expecting at 7.5 at first, but I enjoyed it. You know, think about it. How many albums we reviewed with 11 songs, 37 minutes that seemed like they were an hour 45?
It's true. You're not fucking wrong. I thought of that the other day. I was listening and I was like, what?
How many albums we reviewed with 11 songs that were fucking long to listen for me? Long listens. They're like, oh, how long do I have? Yeah, that. And I think one of the thoughts that I have every time I listen to this shit, the number of 15-year-old people right now listen to this shit. There's going to be their album for the rest of their life. They're going through this shit. Yeah. It's crazy. Think about it.
Good point.
You know, 14, if you're 14, 15, you're going through it, having problems with your family, mom, dad, and you have an album like this coming out, that's it. It's done. Until you're 30, you're going to think about this album.
And that's perfectly fine because we can easily go back when we were 14, 15 and we have those albums. And guess what? Those damn albums are celebrating their 20th anniversary, 25th year anniversary. And guess what? I'm re-listening to it and I'm right back where I was when I was 14, 15, and they're all enjoyable. I'm glad that it's at least something like this and not some wacky mumbo jumbo shit.
No, this is this is for that. I feel like there's gonna be plenty of young people. Like, I'm not a lyricist. He's probably making cry kids all around the world right now. So for that, thank you, Baby Keem, and don't wait 5 years again.
All right, you guys,
Baby Keem.
You guys really said the bulk of how I feel as well. Look. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the amount of music I listen to in a day, in a week, in a month is just beyond normal, to the point where it gives me anxiety thinking about what I'm gonna listen to next. And the amount of times I've gone back to this album since it came out is a lot, because it's enjoyable, because it's that damn good. And I'm not gonna lie to myself and say, hey, it's all right, it's cool, because it's a commercial album. The dude really put together, the dude really structured an album and really invested his time on putting out a body of work. Shouts out to Derek's cat in the book fucking case there and just ruining the whole episode. But this is the type of album that you put on and you're like, wow, I really do enjoy this. Like, why am I enjoying it this much? And I didn't expect myself to enjoy it. That's why I called it a breath of fresh air. And I just love how he's grown as an artist, and why, like, it's more of an introspective album. This is more of an album for himself to get out that angst that he needs to get it out so that the world could hear from it. And there's a nostalgic feel to it, but there's also a good energy feel to it. And I'm going to give it an 8 on 10. I'm going to give it an 8 on 10. This is something I'm going to go back to all year. And you know what? When it's time for the Grammys, because this is Grammy worthy, because he's a commercial artist, this should be on that list. And I don't know what else is going to come out in the commercial world, but this album needs to be heard. And I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I haven't seen posts about it. I haven't seen YouTube reviews about it. I haven't seen nothing about it. So I'm wondering, are people really taking this album the way it's supposed to? Like songs like I'm Not a Lyricist, or Highway 95 Part 2, or No Blame, or No Security. Songs that I love on here. Those are my highlight songs on here. And Sex Appeal, of course, because Sex Appeal, you play that in a club. I'm taking about 55 girls, and I'm literally becoming too short. Look, I thoroughly enjoy this project, man. I'm not going to hide it. This is a really, really good project. Good body of work. Well structured, well put together. Gives me Section 80 vibes. Gives me just, I am invested in the artist, and I've learned from the artist, and I know who that artist is now. You brought me into your world. So it's an 8 on 10 for me, and I can't wait to see where it lands at the end of the year. Baby Keem, Casino, on all streaming platforms. You want to buy the CD, you want to buy the vinyl, Derek, please pick up the CD for me. I'll send you the money, e-transfer. On that note, boys, appreciate you tuning in, being here as per the usual. We got a new logo, we got a new video, we got a new intro, we got a bunch of new things coming on. The EP spotlights are out, they're doing well. 2026 is a different year, it's a different world, and we're the Rap ESPN.
Rap ESPN. Thank you to everyone that supports the podcast. The comments are very appreciated. Thank you to everyone. We read them all the time. Put your reviews in. Put the comments in below. Just here. Just let us know if you like Casino, like us, like 15-year-old boys. And that's it, man. Thank you. Like, subscribe, share it with your mama. Don't put the blame on her. And that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, and we're not 15-year-old boys, if Milenko forgot to say that. We are well in our 30s, and we like it that
Look
way.
at Steven's hairline. Is that the hairline of a 15-year-old boy? It isn't. It isn't. It isn't. And all-timers, real quick, next episode is going to be the return of the live, in-person.
In person.
All three of us in the same room talking our shit. Tuned in for that, because it should be fun. There should be a lot of laughs on that one.
And I get to see my friends. Yay!
I can go out of the house.
Yeah, exactly.
On that note, we'll see each other next episode. Peace.